Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, everyone. High school boys basketball tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM, featuring the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds at home in Mahnomen tonight, hosting the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons in high school boys hoops. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Please patronize the fine advertisers that you hear and see throughout the broadcast tonight. Thanks to Erin Gunther. She is my Your Live event engineer for this evening. This is our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating with the colder temps. If you're having furnace problems, maybe you just need a little service work done, contact the professionals. 218-983-3611. They're proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. It's Hoban's Plumbing and Heating of Main Street Station in Delhi of Fertile. Of course, when it's hot stuff foods, maybe it's gas at the pump, C-store items, when you're on the road, stop by and see Main Street Station in Delhi, downtown Fertile. Here in our pregame show, we'll talk to the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr. Talk to the head coach of the Falcons, that's Neil Steffes. We'll take a look at our keys to the game. We'll have your West Main Pizza starting lineups, and of course, we'll have the opening tap. We're getting you set for high school boys basketball. Should be a good one tonight, a Section 8A showdown and a Pine to Prairie showdown tonight, featuring the Thunderbirds and the Falcons. We'll take our first time out. We'll come back. We'll talk with Neil Steffes, head coach of the Falcons, when we come back. Thunderbirds and Falcons boys basketball tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and on yourliveevent.com.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama-White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds! From all for superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades, high-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
What's going on today?
I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
All Works Underground Utilities, LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. All Works LLC can get the job done. All Works LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with All Works LLC, 218-261-3090.
Pregame coach's comments. Neil Steffes, head coach of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, joining us here before match against Mahnomen-Waubun tonight. Neil, thanks for taking some time to talk here. Tell me about the Thunderbirds, what you know about them, what you expect to see here tonight.
Yeah, they're a good team. They play well together. I've seen a little bit of them play, and they do a lot of good things offensively. They do a lot of backdoor cuts. They get guys out of position, and then they score at a high rate. They're probably averaging about 80 points a game, so they can score as well. And defensively, they're going to put a little pressure on you full courts and try to get you to turn the ball over. And they really want to get you going in a up and down type of game. And we have to control the tempo a little bit. The fact that we're not very deep, and make sure the pace is in our favor. And really the big thing is, we can't turn the ball over and let them get easy buckets at the other end of the floor.
And speaking of being a little shorthand tonight, you got kids out sick and whatnot. I'm sure that'll change things here for you.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously, we're down 2 starters now tonight, and you got to figure out ways to, piece together a group that can go out there and do stuff. And so, tempo is going to be important, and just, hopefully not getting in foul trouble will be important as well. And so, yeah, I mean, you just got to piece things together. You got sickness going through or injuries or whatever, you deal with it. And, hopefully some other kids can step up and perform in the place of these guys who have been doing some good things for us all year long.
With about a month left in the season, where are the areas of improvement that have to be made right now?
Yeah, we've got to get a little bit better offensively. We do some good things, but I don't think we're as consistent as I'd like us to be. And then, a big thing too is just trying to figure out, when Preston went down, we got to figure out new roles and stuff. And I think some guys are doing a little better job at that, but it's just trying to, get a little more consistent with our offense. And then defensively too, it's just being consistent. We had a stretch where we're really good defensively, and I think we had about 2-3 games where we were pretty poor. And now against Ada the other night, I thought we were really good again. And so just a matter of being consistent and doing things right all the time, rather than, do it for a stretch and then take a few games off and then you come back and do it again. So just finding that consistency and really, figuring out, how to play a different way now that we're missing some guys. And so, if we can do that, we're going to be all right.
Neil, I appreciate the comments here tonight. Best of luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
That is Neil Steffes, head coach of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, joining us here in our pregame show. Our pregame coach's comments brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk with John Clark Jr., head coach of the Thunderbirds. Our pregame show brought to you by Hoban's Plumbing and Heating and by Main Street Station in Delhi and Fertile continues after this on Gold 101.5, KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, and YourLiveEvent.com.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When it comes to banking, trust the team that's always in your corner. At First State Bank of Kelliher and Big Fork, we're proud to serve our communities with personalized service, local decision-making, and the financial solutions you need to succeed. Whether you're saving for the future, growing your business, or buying a new home, we're here to help every step of the way. Visit us in Kelliher or Big Fork and explore our vast banking options and products. First State Bank of Kelliher and Big Fork, hometown banking at its best since 1912.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether your interests lie in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
John Clark Jr. is the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird boys basketball team. Joins us for a match against Fertile-Beltrami tonight. Falcons-Rays, always a pretty tough battle. What do you expect to see out of this year's Fertile-Beltrami team?
Oh, really good team. I think they're 12-13-1. Only one loss on the year at this time of year. Obviously, they can play basketball. Got a lot of size and good quickness, so just good mix. Good basketball team. We're going to have to play very well to give ourselves a chance.
And coming out of last night's game, where I feel like you guys did play pretty well, you guys got to be playing with some confidence right now.
I would think so, yeah. I think our confidence is high. Definitely a different challenge, though. Pretty big step up in competition, so it's not going to be easy. So that's, our mental game has to be just as good as our physical game tonight.
How important is it going to be for you to control the tempo here tonight and kind of turn this into a running game?
Not so much control the tempo. I think we got to control the rebounds. I think that'll be the biggest key to tonight is who wins the rebound war. So it will run when we get our chances, but they're disciplined and good enough to know they're going to get back. So I don't know that we'll get a lot of chances. I would expect more of a low-scoring game. So rebounds are important.
As far as depth goes, it seems like you got a few more kids that are contributing. I'm sure that's going to play into a game like this.
Well, we'll see. Each game is different, and each game fits certain kids' style and what they're comfortable doing. So we'll see what game flow does here tonight, and hopefully we got kids that come off the bench and do their part and play well.
Everybody healthy tonight?
I think we're in good shape. Yep.
Praise, appreciate it. We'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
All righty, Sean. Thanks.
That is the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here in our pregame show. Our pregame coaches' comments tonight are brought to you by Midwest Bank in Waubun. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk keys to the game. That comes your way next. It's the Thunderbirds and the Falcons. It's boys basketball tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM and streaming live on yourliveevent.com.
Are you confident in your financial future? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. We help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether it's saving for retirement, funding education, or building wealth. It's not just about numbers, it's about your life. Let's work together to build a strategy that grows with you. Call today for a complimentary consultation. 415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. A full supply of building needs materials, shingles, insulation, and so much more. You'll find it at Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen. Not only do they carry the materials, they also have tools that you can buy or rent. They're a Milwaukee Tools dealer. They also have equipment that you can buy or rent, and they are now a steel dealer. Call today, 218-935-5631, or stop by Mahnomen Building Materials on the north end of Main Street in Mahnomen.
Hoban's Plumbing and Heating and Main Street Station and Deli pregame show. Let's get into our keys to the game. Those are brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic, downtown Foston. Talk to Dr. Gabe. He's right at the stoplights in Foston, offering chiropractic, acupuncture, wave therapy, and nutritional supplements that'll keep you healthy all year long. You can give him a call for an appointment, 218-435-6186. Well, keys today for the Falcons, I think, is going to be control the tempo and slow this down. They're playing without Preston Hansen, who's injured. They're playing without Steven Sather, who's homesick today. So the big thing for the Falcons, control the tempo, slow this down. Do not let this turn in to a up and down running game. Also, rebounding and putbacks going to be huge today for the Falcons. They got to play real tough in the paint, not allow the Thunderbirds to get inside here for tonight. For Mahnomen-Waubun, I think a big thing for them is going to be get this thing moving up tempo. You've got to turn this into a game where you are going 100 miles an hour up and down the floor, but play in control. Good shots, get to the basket, and try and create fouls. I think that'll be a big thing, is trying to get the Falcons into foul trouble here today, and that means being aggressive, getting to the basket. You've got to make free throws. They struggled yesterday from the free throw line against Northumberland. They've got to make free throws here tonight, and rebounding will be a huge part of tonight for the Thunderbirds. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Foston Chiropractic Clinic. See Dr. Gabe, he's at the stoplights in Foston, or give him a call, 218-435-6186. Take a break, come back. Our starting lineups are coming up next. It's the Thunderbirds and the Falcons. It's high school boys basketball tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com.
At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds from the faculty, staff, and students at the Mahnomen School District. For anyone that loves DIY projects, your locally owned True Value store on Main Street in Mahnomen is a shopper's paradise. They have everything you need for plumbing projects, electrical. They've got a full supply of paint and all of the painting supplies. They've got supplies for your outdoor projects, and of course, they've got the tools to get the job done. Stop by and see Ryan and Paige at your locally owned True Value store. For the DIY lovers, your locally owned True Value store is a shopper's paradise.
If a stranger walks up to you on the street and asks you for your money, that's called robbery. But when you walk into a bank full of people you don't know, you gladly hand over your entire paycheck. Walk into Midwest Bank, on the other hand, and half the time you can't get to the teller line before bumping into 2 friends and 3 neighbors. And those are just the people who work there. So you can hand your money over to some stranger, or you can go to Midwest Bank, the local bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, it is time now for our starting lineups. Those are brought to you by West Main Pizza with locations in Ada on the Rail District in Dilworth. All of your favorites, including specialty pizzas like my favorite, the Taco Pizza. Stop by and see West Main Pizza of Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Starting tonight for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, a senior, number 0, Gage Henriksen. A senior, number 1, Briar Strem. A senior, number 3, Drew Gullickson. A senior, number 21, Caleb Sather. And a senior, number 34, Brady Bierk. The Falcons are coached by Neil Steffes. Assistant coaches are Jeff Gullickson, Tim Sykes, and Jared Brainerd. Wearing the white jerseys, the blue and red trim. Falcons across the front. Falcons are 12-1. Now the lineups for the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Starting for the Thunderbirds, a junior, number 1, Tayden Larson. A junior, number 2, Gavin MacArthur. A junior, number 10, Anthony Thompson. A senior, number 30, Brody Lutka. And a senior, number 32, Ethan Jackson. Thunderbirds are coached by John Clark Jr. Assistant coaches are Dayton Mackey, Griffin Macy, Jamie Nordick, and Travis Casti wearing the teal jerseys, the white trim and numbers. Thunderbirds across the front. Thunderbirds are 9-5. Good evening. My name is Sean Bierk. The broadcast call. Aaron Gunther is my Your Live event engineer. Opening tap brought to you by Gordon Construction. Quality construction services brought to you by Gordon Construction of Mahnomen. So it'll be Drew Gullickson jumping against Ethan Jackson, and we are ready to go. Opening tap controlled by the Falcons. Quick pass ahead and the missed layup. Rebounded by Tayden Larson. Boy, the Falcons had a good look to start the game off, but a missed layup by Caleb Sather, and the Thunderbirds are coming back the other way. Larson up top to Jackson. They'll swing left side. Here's Gavin MacArthur back to Ethan Jackson. Jackson's going to pop the 3. That one's off the mark. And a long rebound that's coming down to Briar Strem. Strem to the right side. Strem going to hold up. Now he's just going to turn and burn on a 3, and that's good. Briar Strem opening with the 3, looked to pass, and then saw that there was nobody around, and the Falcons lead 3-0. Left side, Jackson gives it to MacArthur. MacArthur back to Ethan Jackson, top of the key. Jackson steps inside. Now he'll take a short pull-up jumper. That is off the mark, but Brody Lutka is there for the rebound and the putback. Lutka making his presence known in the paint, and it's 3-2. Falcons leading. Sather with the basketball, full court pressure into the middle. Gullickson will swing left side. Bierk up ahead to Gage Henriksen, and Henriksen gets an easy one. They break the press, and it results in an easy basket. 5-2. Falcons lead. Anthony Thompson up across. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson swings right side to Tayden Larson. Larson off the screen, pick and roll, but the roll wasn't there. Jackson didn't roll, so it'll be a turnover on the Thunderbirds. Strem coming to the right side. Here's Bierk with it back up top to Strem. Strem looks to the left side. Sather, now it's down to the baseline. Gullickson inside. Henriksen, short pull-up jumper. Rolls around, is good. Gage Henriksen drops the 5-footer. It's 7-2. Falcons up early in this one. 16.5 to play first half. Gavin MacArthur left side. MacArthur makes a move down to the baseline. Cut off. Back up top to Anthony Thompson. Thompson will give it to Jackson. Jackson works on the right side. Jackson back up to MacArthur. Swing it over to Tayden Larson. Larson back to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur drives. One-hander. It's partially blocked. And a rebound down to Drew Gullickson. Gullickson over to Strem on the left side. Strem coming back. Thunderbirds going to a 2-3 zone defensively. Left side, Sather, baseline, Gullickson. Gullickson inside, look to Gage Henriksen, and he's fouled. Henriksen turned on the arm. He'll go to the line. Foul is on. I think they got it on Brody Lutka. That'll be the first personal on Lutka. Team's first at the line is Gage Henriksen shooting a couple. 7-2. Falcons leading early. First free throws up off the front of the rim, no good. One more here for Henriksen. He's got 4 points here in the game. And the Falcons playing without Preston Hansen and without Steven Sather today. Second free throw is up, and that one's off the mark. Rebound comes down to Taden Larson. Larson second board, a couple of missed free throws, and back the other way. The Thunderbirds will come with Anthony Thompson across half court, right side Larson. Larson up top, Lutka. Lutka, nice inside look, and Gavin MacArthur's shot is blocked. Blocked by Drew Gullickson. I think MacArthur maybe took a shot in the nose. They go right side. Here is Briar Strem, left side. Here's Brady Bierk left alone. Three is good. Brady Bierk for three, 10-2. Fast start for the Falcons. Larson to Jackson, tip back out to Larson. Now it's Lutka. Lutka will work it around to Anthony Thompson. Thompson to Jackson. Now back to MacArthur on the right side. Gavin MacArthur swings it back to Brody Luck, has to give it to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, shot is blocked, but a foul called. Foul called. I think this one is going against Gullickson. That would be his first personal, team's first. At the line is Anthony Thompson. First one for Anthony Thompson, up and good. Substitution, Gavin MacArthur has to come in and come out actually has a bloody nose. Tommy Phillips checking in. One more for Thompson, 10-3. Second free throw for Anthony Thompson is good. Made them both, 10-4. Falcons up by 6. Strem over to Gullickson on the left side. He'll dribble across half court. Gullickson will give it back to Strem. Strem, Sather now right side, looks back to Strem. Strem top the key, fires away on a three, and that's good. Nobody stepped out on Briar Strem, and he made him pay. It's a 9-point Falcon lead, 13-4. Phillips to Larson, back up top to Thompson over to the left side. Gavin MacArthur looks. Actually, no, it's Ethan Jackson. Jackson traveled. 3 turnovers on the Thunderbirds. It's 13-4. Falcons on a good start. Strem with the basketball, over to Sather. Sather's pass is tipped, and the Thunderbirds get it back. Here's Thompson, free throw line jumper is good for Anthony Thompson. 13-6. Strem, Thunderbirds trying to get the trap set. They can't get it. Henriksen inside to Sather. Sather is blocked. Brody Lutka comes away with a block shot. Up to the left side, Anthony Thompson coming down. Here comes Thompson, a little floater in the lane. Nobody there to rebound, though. And it's an easy one for Gage Henriksen. The Thunderbirds all retreated. Strem up top. He'll pick up the dribble, leaves it for Bierk on the left side. Back to Strem as they'll look to reverse. Now they'll keep it up top and swing back to the right side into the corner. Inside, Strem finds himself in trouble. They'll reverse it around right through Brady Bierk's hands. Out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on the Falcons. Substitution. Connor Hoven will check in. Caleb Sather sitting down. 13-6. Falcons leading. And now a stoppage in play. Might have some blood on the court from Gavin MacArthur, who had a bloody nose. I think he tried to tell the officials, and they just kind of let it play out till the stoppage in play, but now they'll have to clean up the spot on the floor. It's a 13-6 lead for Fertile-Beltrami. 13:46 to go first half. So they'll clean up the mess. Well, more spots over there on that right side. Again, good start here for the Falcons, knocking down 3 threes already here in the first 4.5 minutes, roughly. 2 of them by Briar Strem. So they get her all cleaned up, and we'll get ready to go again. Man, it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Anthony Thompson will bring it up. Thompson will bring it up. He'll walk it across. Right side, Taden Larson back over to Jackson. Left side, Tommy Phillips. Phillips looks, nothing there. Back to Brody Lutka. Lutka, inside look, and a 3-second violation. Ethan Jackson camped out too long. Turnover number 4 on the Thunderbirds. So Strem will get the basketball. Thunderbirds keep the press on. Straight across, Gullickson to Bierk. Bierk out to Strem. Now over to the left side to Strem. Strem, baseline, Gullickson. Gullickson makes his move. Has his shot partially blocked. Got it back, though. Now kick it out to Brady Bierk. Bierk swings it right side. Back to Bierk as they go to Strem on the left. Strem looks around. Hoven back to the right to Bierk. 9 on the shot clock. Strem will turn and take the jumper, and it's good for Briar Strem. Strem with 8 points, 15-6. Phillips gives it to Larson. Larson swings up top to Jackson, over to Anthony Thompson. Thompson to Ethan Jackson. Jackson going to try a 3. That one won't fall. Rebounded by Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson will turn, give it to Strem. Thunderbirds a little cold shooting here to start. 12:42 to first half. Bierk with it, looks inside, not there. Back up top to Strem. Strem will walk to the right side of the floor. 15-6, a 9-point lead for the Falcons. Back to Bierk. Bierk backs back around, over to Hoven, back to Strem. Strem will swing back to Bierk, back to Strem. Strem steps inside, one-handed floater is good for Briar Strem. He's got 10, and it's an 11-point Falcon lead. Taden Larson, high post to Brody Lutka. Lutka over to Phillips. Phillips will take the jump shot. That's good. Tommy Phillips connects for 3. 17-9. They work back the other way. It was just a 2. They call it a 2. No, it was a 3. Up top, Hoven back to Strem. Strem, Hoven. Hoven's going to try a 3 on the other side. It's no good. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson. Jackson with the board, leaves it for Taden Larson. Larson hands it to Phillips. Phillips comes up top. Back to Larson, now inside to Brody Lutka. Nice pass, and Brody Lutka lays it in for 2. 17-11. Gullickson looks up the floor, high, floating pass to Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson shot is blocked, and Ethan Jackson pulls down the block shot. Taden Larson back the other way. Larson, left side, Anthony Thompson. Thompson back to Jackson, swing it right side, Phillips. Phillips coming back up top. Tommy Phillips, 11 to Taden Larson, now back to Jackson. Inside, and Jackson's pass thrown right into the hands of Gage Hendrickson. Strem will come back up the other floor, the other way. Here's Strem, works top, goes right, left side, right side. Now it's Gage Hendrickson, baseline jumper. That's money for Gage Hendrickson. He's got 6. 19-11. Falcons leading. Phillips to Larson, inside to Brody Lutka. Lutka kick it out to Ethan Jackson. Jackson turns, now he's in trouble and steps through. A nice job by Ethan Jackson to step through the defense and score. It's 19-13. Strem trying to stay out of that trap. Here's Hoven. Hoven, now we got a foul. Foul called, and that might go against. They get Brody Lutka for that one. That'd be his second. It is Lutka. Hendrickson sitting down. Caleb Sather checks back in. 6-point Falcon lead at 19-13. Gavin MacArthur going to check back in. Taden Larson going to sit down. Larson had 27 last night against North Home-Kellier. Thunderbirds had 5 in double figures. Inbound to Strem, left side. Hoven with it. On the baseline, Bierk looks up top. Now leaves it for Sather as they swing back to the right side to Strem. Baseline, Gullickson. Gullickson inside, look to Sather. Kick it out to Strem. Strem back to the right side. They go baseline. This is Gullickson. Jump shot, no good. And the rebound comes down to Connor Hoven. Hoven, a one-hander. That's no good. Trying to get to the rebound. I think they got Caleb Sather trying to get to the rebound. They call a foul on him. He was trying to push his way through. It's his first, team second. 19-13, Anthony Thompson will come up the floor to the left side to Brody Lutka. Lutka to MacArthur. MacArthur over to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, he's stuck, now turns, baseline, turnaround jumper is good. Anthony Thompson had nowhere to go with it, so he turns and scores. 19-15. Up the floor, Here is Drew Gullickson. Gullickson coming into the corner. Gullickson hands it off to Hoven. Hoven will skip it over to Strem. Here's Bierk down on the left side, back to Strem. Strem, Hoven, back to Strem. They look in, not there, back to Hoven as they work the perimeter. Sather with it on the right side. Skip it across to Strem. Strem, baseline take, floats it in, a blocking foul as well. It's going against Brody Lutka. So Strem's bucket is good, and he's got one more coming. So foul going against Brody Lutka. That'll be his third. Gage Hendrickson's going to come in as Drew Gullickson's going to sit down. 21-15. Substitution coming as LaDanian Rowland will have to come in. He'll have to come in for Brody Lutka. At the line goes Briar Strem for one. Strem with 12 points. Chance to get this one more and complete the three-point play. Free throw on the way is no good, and LaDanian Rowland pulls down the rebound. Here comes the Thunderbirds, and a travel on Anthony Thompson. Turnover number 6 on the Thunderbirds. Thompson took that first step. 9:03 to go first half, 21-15. Falcons leading. Strem. Go to the right side. This is a pass that goes to Sather. Sather's got to bring it back into the corner. Skip it back up top to Bierk, over to Hoven. Now it's Strem. Strem, skip this one into dangerous territory all the way across into no man's land. It goes out of bounds. Turnover on the Falcons. 8:46 to go here in the first half. 21-15. Falcons up by 6. Tommy Phillips with the basketball, bring it across. Offside, MacArthur back to Phillips. Backdoor cut for Anthony Thompson, and Thompson's fouled. Thompson will go to line for 2. I think they'll get Bierk with the foul on this one. His first, team's third. To the line goes Anthony Thompson, who is 2-2 from the charity stripe. .836 first half, 2 for Anthony Thompson. First one up and good. Substitution, Drew Gullickson coming back in. Brady Bierk will sit down. Taden Larson in for Tommy Phillips. One more here for Anthony Thompson. It's a 21-16 Falcon lead. Second free throw, Thompson makes that one. He's got 8. And a timeout on the floor. Timeouts are brought to you by Gordon Construction on your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 8:36 to play first half, 21-17, Falcons leading.
The perfect destination for your next family vacation, it's Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Whether you're looking to soak up the summer sun, maybe check out the fall colors, or you enjoy snowmobiling or ice fishing, Pinehurst Resort can do it all. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Make your next reservation for a perfect family vacation at Pinehurst, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash.
Fertile-Beltrami leading Mahnomen-Waubun tonight on Gold 101.5, KRJM, and YourLiveEvent.com. It'll be Falcon basketball as Sather with it. Thunderbirds keeping the pressure on. And up ahead to Hoven as they get the ball across and break the press to Strem. Strem in the front court. Sather with it now. Skip it back across to Briar Strem. He'll pop a 3. That's well off the mark. And a rebound coming down to Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson can't get that shot to fall. And LaDanian Rowland reaches in and pulls down that rebound. Here comes Anthony Thompson. Thompson baseline pull up. No good. Rebounded by Drew Gullickson. Gullickson. We'll give it to Strem. Strem will come back across with it. 21-17, Falcons lead, right side. Caleb Sather back out to Strem. Strem with the basketball. They go inside. Hendrickson tries to get it into the cutter, out to Connor Hoven. Hoven takes a baseline jumper. That's no good. Long rebound. Comes right down to Gavin MacArthur, and MacArthur other end. Layup, good. MacArthur coast to coast. Now it's a 2-point game at 21-19. Strem across to Sather. Sather back to Strem. Strem gets it across in time. They go down to Gullickson. Gullickson draws the double now. Gullickson underneath. Nice move by Drew Gullickson. His first points of the game, 23-19. 7:18 to play in the first half. Thompson across half court. Jackson, now it's MacArthur. Back to Jackson, swing it to Rowland. Rowland will dribble once and nearly threw it away to Gavin MacArthur over to Jackson. Jackson lofts it in to Anthony Thompson. Thompson draws the double and turns it over. Turnover number 7. Up ahead to Briar Strem. Strem kicks it out to Connor Hoven. Hoven leaves it for Sather. Sather top of the key, back to Gullickson. Now they'll swing it over to Briar Strem inside, and it's stolen away. Stolen by Ethan Jackson. Jackson behind the back, and then fumbles around with it, and Taden Larson ends up with it. Larson can't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Caleb Sather. Sather to Strem. 23-19. It's a 4-point ball game. Right side. Here's Gage Hendrickson, baseline jumper, can't get it to fall, and a foul called. And that one's going against Caleb Sather for the Falcons, his second. Tommy Phillips coming in. Anthony Thompson's going to have a seat. Substitutions are brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama, 218-204-0143. Up the floor, Tommy Phillips will work it to Taden Larson. Larson off the screen, leaves it for Ladanian Rowland. Rowland, extended minutes because of Brody Lucka's foul trouble. Phillips out to Ethan Jackson. Jackson, here's a backdoor cut, and the pass came just a little bit late, and it's going to be a turnover and a foul. Taden Larson's going to pick up the foul, trying to get to the ball. It was a right idea. The pass just came late. Falcons defense too quick, was able to close in on it. 6 minutes to go, first half, 23-19. Strem leaves it for Hoven. Hoven back to Strem. Strem will skip it across to Bierk. Bierk out to Hoven, back over to Strem up top. They give it back to Hoven. Hoven will give it back to Strem as they swing it around to Bierk. Now it's Strem. Strem back to the inside. Bierk back out to Strem. 10 on the shot clock. Hoven down to Gage Hendrickson. Little contact and a foul called. It's Gage Hendrickson on the baseline. Ethan Jackson's going to pick up the foul. It'll be his first personal. So it will be at the line. Gage Hendrickson, he's 0 of 2. He's got 6 points here in this one. First free throw, that one is good for Gage Hendrickson. 24-19, back to a 5-point ball game. So one more here for Gage Hendrickson. Second one rolls off, and a rebound that comes down to Brady Bierk. Ball was swiped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. Stremmel inbound. As the inbound, they get it into Bierk, back to Strem. Strem quickly takes a 3. That one's off the mark. Rebounded by Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur gives it to Taden Larson, and Larson will look to bring this one up. Larson, they swing left side to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur, quick move. Can't get the shot to fall, but he's fouled. MacArthur off the dribble, so quick. If your defense isn't set, he'll just blow right past you as Bierk picks up his second. Team's 5th. First one for Gavin MacArthur is good. He will shoot again. Second one for Gavin MacArthur. Rimmed in, rimmed out, no good. And a rebound that comes down to Drew Gullickson. His third board. Briar Strem will bring it up. 24-20, a 4-point Falcon lead. Strem swings over to Hoven. Back to Strem. Strem, Bierk looked at it, didn't take it. Now down to Hendrickson on the baseline. Gage Hendrickson battling his way in, and one for Gage Hendrickson. Working against Ladanian Rowland. Rowland's going to pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Rowland will come out. Anthony Thompson will come in. Substitutions that are brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama. Hendrickson He's 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. Free throw away and is good. Back to a 7-point Falcon lead, 27-20. Larson will bring it up the floor. Over to Tommy Phillips. Phillips back to Larson. Larson will give it to MacArthur. MacArthur back out to Anthony Thompson. Thompson driving to his right, and a foul called. Hand check. Going against Briar Strem. That'll be his first, team 6th. So at the line, actually no, inbound coming for the Thunderbirds. Goes into Anthony Thompson. Thompson inside to Ethan Jackson. Jackson extends, takes the jump shot, and it's good. Ethan Jackson from 7 away, banks it in, 27-22. Falcons on top, high pass, Gullickson is just tall and pulls it down. Up top, Strem back to Bjerk, now it's Strem. Strem looked at the 3, nice inside look, and Gage Hendrickson slid inside and the defense didn't find him right away. And that is 12 now for Hendrickson. 29-22 and a dangerous pass inside, stolen by Gage Hendrickson. Turnover number 9 on the Thunderbirds. 3:57 to play in the half. Strem goes left side to Hoven. Back out to Strem. They'll swing it right side to Bjerk. Bjerk back to Strem. Strem looked. Now gives it to Brady Bjerk. He'll pop a 3, and that one wouldn't roll in. A rebound for Gage Hendrickson and a foul. So Gage Hendrickson is just kind of dominating on the inside. Thunderbirds no answer for him with Brody Lutka sitting on the bench. Hendrickson shooting 2. The foul went against Anthony Thompson. It's his first, team 7th, so the Falcons will be in the bonus the rest of the way. First one, no good. Hendrickson, shoot again. 2 of 6 from the line. Has one more. One more, free throws away, and that one rolls in good. 30-22, back to an 8-point lead for the Falcons. Up the floor to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, baseline, fall away, good. Anthony Thompson, he's got 10. 30-24. Strem back across for the Falcons. Briar Strem calling out the offense. Bjerk back to Strem. They'll swing it over to Hoven. Hoven coming back to Bjerk. They go right side, back to Bjerk on the right. Now Strem. Left side, Hoven. Hoven back to Strem. Strem steps inside, slips a little bit over to Hoven. Hoven drives. Runner on the baseline, no good. Rebound tipped out to Briar Strem. He'll shoot the 3. That's what happens when you tip a rebound out to Briar Strem. He makes you pay. 33-24. Tommy Phillips with the basketball. He's caught. Backdoor cut by Taden Larson. Larson just a kind of a wild fling. Rebound ended up out of bounds, and it'll be Falcon basketball. I think Larson maybe got spooked when he got to the inside. I think he had position to try get the layup to go, but he kind of just wildly flung it up there, thinking that the Falcons were blocking the shot. It's a 9-point Falcon lead. Here is Drew Gullickson, tries a 3. Why not Drew Gullickson? Falcons up by 12, now their largest lead of the night. Anthony Thompson on the baseline, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Drew Gullickson. Strem back across for the Falcons. 2:19 to play in the half. Left side, Bjerk with it. Back across to Strem. Strem leaves it for Gage Hendrickson inside. Hendrickson contested foul. So that'll send Gage Hendrickson to the line. Foul going against Ethan Jackson. That's his second, team's 8th. Hendrickson at the line. 3 of 7 is Gage Hendrickson. First one away is good. He will shoot again. One more is up and good for Gage Hendrickson. Made them both. 38-24. It's a 14-point Falcon lead. Phillips over across to Gavin MacArthur for Anthony Thompson. Back to MacArthur. MacArthur drives in and is tied up. Great defense. Jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Thunderbirds. Phillips coming out. Rowland coming back in. Substitutions brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall. Inbound coming here for the Thunderbirds. Goes to Gavin MacArthur. Flips it over the top to Anthony Thompson. And a foul underneath, away from the ball. They're going to get Drew Gullickson on a hold. His second, team 7th. That'll send Ethan Jackson to the line. Shoot 1 and 1. 1:54 to go in the half. Jackson shooting a 1 and 1. Front end up and no good, and a rebound down to Gage Hendrickson. Briar Strem coming back. Strem will hold up in the front court and call the offense with 1:43 to play. First half, 38-24, Falcons by 14. Here's a step in by Strem over to Hoven. Hoven back to Strem. Strem back to Hoven. Hoven will give it to Strem. They loft it in for Drew Gullickson, and Gullickson underneath, reverse layup good. Right over Ladanian Rowland. It's a 16-point lead. Falcons have opened this one up. Jackson, high post, Ladanian Rowland traveled. So a travel on Rowland. Another turnover. That's number 10 on the Thunderbirds. It's 40-24. Gage Jackson going to come in. Ladanian Rowland will sit down. 1:11 to go in the half. Briar Strem will bring it up. Strem to the right side to Bierk, back to Strem. Strem off the screen. Strem the floater up and good for Briar Strem. 42-24. It's an 18-point Falcon lead now as they've really opened this thing up. Larson to Jackson. Thompson, they'll swing to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur back to Anthony Thompson. Thompson settles for an off-balance shot. Ethan Jackson pulls down the next one. He can't get it. Rebound, put back. Thompson can't get it to go, but a foul called. So the foul on goes on Connor Hoven, his first. Team's 8th. To the line goes Anthony Thompson. Thompson with 10 points is 4-4 from the free throw line. First one up and good. So that stops the Falcon run. One more for Anthony Thompson. Second free throw is up and good. 42-26. Briar Strem coming back the other way is Strem. 33 seconds to play in the half. Hoven back to Strem. So they're getting the play from Neil Steffes on the bench, kind of directing traffic from the bench. 42-26, 20 seconds to play. First half, shot clock is off. Over to Hoven. Skip it back across to Strem. Strem was left alone, missed the shot. And Tayden Larson throws it up ahead to Anthony Thompson, leaves it for Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur misses. Next rebound comes down to Drew Gullickson. And then a buzzer that goes off, and we come to the end of the first half. One half in the books. Fertile-Beltrami leading Mahnomen-Waubun 42-26. We're going to take a break, come back. Our halftime report is on the way. Falcons lead at the half, 42-26 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service.
I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Accidents happen. Illnesses happen. When you need timely, reliable care for allergies or respiratory infections, sprains, strains, or broken bones, or urinary infections, you can count on Riverview Health. Riverview Clinic in Crookston is open 7 days a week, weekdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and weekends from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For appointments, call 218-281-9595. When the unexpected happens, Riverview Health is here for you.
The Seed Specialist. Talk to Mitch at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa, and they have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. Plus, ask Select Ag about crop protection as well. Select Ag, 218-936-4026. Talk to the Seed Specialist, Select Ag in Mahnomen. The Thunderbird Booster Club is proud to support and cheer on the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. The Thunderbird Booster Club encourages everyone to show your Thunderbird spirit. Stop by the Waubun School Store. Check out all of the new clothing and gear available to show your Thunderbird pride. Let's go, Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. A cheer from the Thunderbird Booster Club.
United Valley Bank's initials are UVB, and that B is a verb that helps people just like you succeed. Be amazing with the support of our powerful financial tools, friendly bankers, and local decision makers. Be adventurous. Be the best version of you.
It's all about you. United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades, high-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
Halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency of Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Call Joe for a free quote, 218-844-5970. He'll find you the best coverage to fit your budget. It's Farmers Union Insurance, the Joe McCullum Agency with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes. Well, the first half here in the books as Fertile-Beltrami leading at the half, 42-26. Falcons took an early 11-point lead because of some hot shooting. Mahnomen-Waubun is able to kind of reel it in. They brought it in all the way into 4 points, but then the Falcons went on a run thanks to the help of Gage Hendrickson at the free throw line and Briar Strem hitting some big shots as they built that lead all the way up to 18 points. Mahnomen-Waubun did get a couple of shots to fall, but it stands at 16 now at 42-26. Inside the number looking inside the numbers for the Thunderbirds, it is Anthony Thompson leading the way with 12 points at the board. He's a perfect 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Ethan Jackson, 4 points, 3 boards. Brody Lucka, 4 points, 2 boards. He didn't play much, though. He got 3 fouls in that first half and was forced to sit for about 3/4 of that first half. Tommy Phillips hit a 3. He's got 3 points. Gavin MacArthur, 3 points, 2 boards. He's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Tayden Larson with 3 rebounds in this first half. Thunderbirds 7 of 9 from the free throw line. They have 13 rebounds so far. Fouls, 3 on Brody Lucka, 2 on Ethan Jackson, 1 on Tayden Larson, 1 on Anthony Thompson, and 1 on LaDanian Rowland. Thunderbirds with 10 turnovers, though. That's the number that they've struggled with, is just kind of some silly turnovers here in that first half. For Fertile-Beltrami, they're led by Briar Strem, 17 points and 2 boards. Strem 0 of 1 from the free throw line. He's knocked down 3 threes in the first half. Gage Hendrickson, 15 points, 5 boards. He's at 5 of 9 from the free throw line here in this first half. Then it is Drew Gullickson, 7 points, 5 boards. It is Brady Bierk, who hit a 3. He's got 3 points at the board. The Falcons are 5 of 10 from the free throw line. They have 15 rebounds. Fouls, 2 on Brady Bierk, 2 on Caleb Sather, 2 on Drew Gullickson, 1 on Connor Hoven, and 1 on Briar Strem. But the Falcons have taken care of the basketball. They've only turned it over 4 times here in this first half. That's a look at your first half numbers. The Fertile-Beltrami Falcons lead the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds 42-26. We'll take a break. We'll come back. More on our halftime report. After we take a break, it is the Falcons leading 42-26. Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency halftime report continues after this.
At Valley Vision Clinic, they are dedicated to providing high-quality optometry services in a comfortable environment. The friendly staff is available to answer questions about the services they provide, as well as scheduling, insurance coverages, frames and lens options, and more. Valley Vision will take both eye emergencies and scheduled appointments. They offer vision financing options and will work with vision insurance providers to ensure good eye health and vision care for all their patients. Call 784-4091 for Dr. Dave Salsing and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada.
For superior drywall installation and so much more, contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall. These years are a stepping stone for a bright future at the Waubun-Ogama White Earth School District. They work hard to make a positive influence on the students from grade school all the way up to high school. Without guidance and leadership, life after high school can be even tougher. Skills and work ethics taught at the Waubun-Ogama White Earth School District make this process to adulthood easy. Good luck to all the students throughout the school year from the entire staff and administration at the Waubun-Ogama White Earth School District.
If you're ready for a great meal, head over to West Main Pizza in Ada and Dilworth. They have a variety of pizzas like Supreme, Barbecue Chicken, The Reuben, Grandma G Sloppy Joe, BLT, Hawaiian, Vegetarian, and more. West Main Pizza also serves nachos and tacos, great pasta dishes, panini sandwiches, subs, and salads. West Main Pizza at 320 East Main Street in Ada and 111 15th Street Northeast in Dilworth. Check them out online at westmainpizza.net.
As life starts moving faster and faster, we need to make a choice. To move faster with it, or take a step back and enjoy life's moments. To marvel at the wonders around us, and remember just how beautiful White Earth Reservation can be. With over 1,300 square miles to explore in northern Minnesota, the endless possibilities of White Earth Reservation await you. Live here, work here, explore here. Explore more at whiteearth.com or on Facebook at White Earth Nation.
At Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, we're more than just your energy provider. We're your friends, your neighbors, and partners in progress. With a deep concern for our community and a commitment to teamwork, we're dedicated to empowering every member we serve. From lighting up your homes to supporting local initiatives, Wild Rice Electric is here to energize our community. Because when we work together, we all thrive. Wild Rice Electric Cooperative, empowering you, empowering our community.
Halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency, Bijou, Detroit Lakes. Again, call Joe for a free quote, 218-844-5970. Well, we're about ready for the second half. Again, thanks to Farmers Union Insurance and Joe McCullum bringing us our halftime report. 42-26 to start the second half. As the Falcons will, I believe, bring out their same starting five. I think the Thunderbirds will do the same. And we'll get ready for the second half of action. Again, thanks for tuning in. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call. Aaron Gunther is my Your Live event engineer for tonight's broadcast. We appreciate the sponsors. Please patronize those advertisers that you hear and see here tonight. So it'll be Hendrickson, Strem, Sather, Bierk, and Gullickson on the floor for Fertile-Beltrami. It'll be Thompson, Jackson, MacArthur, Lutka, and Larson on the floor for the Thunderbirds. It'll be Fertile-Beltrami basketball to start this second half of action tonight on Gold 101.5 KRJM, Mahnomen, Minnesota, and YourLiveEvent.com. Inbound, we'll go to Briar Strem as Strem will bring this one up. Works to the right side, off the screen, leaves it for Bierk in the corner, back to Strem. Strem back to Bierk. Now back out to Strem as they look to reverse the floor and go to the left side. Sather into the corner, back out to Strem, back to Sather. Sather's three is on the way, it's no good. Taden Larson pulls down a rebound, his fourth. And he'll give it to Thompson, back across to Larson. Jackson with it. Back to Larson. Larson drives in, and the hook layup won't fall. And a rebound down to Caleb Sather. And Sather will give to Strem. Strem back across. Sather with it on the right side, back to Strem. Strem will move to the left side, leaves it for Bierk in the left corner, back out to Strem. This is a deep three off the front of the rim. No good, rebounded by Anthony Thompson. Thompson coming back the other way. Thompson to Jackson, across to Larson. Larson will give it to Thompson. Thompson to Brody Lutka. Lutka's going to shoot a three, and that's good for Brody Lutka. Lutka had to sit pretty much the entire first half with foul trouble. Comes out and hits a three to begin the second half. 42-29. Sather. Back to Strem, back to Sather into the corner to Gullickson. Gullickson will leave it for Hendrickson inside, and a foul. We'll see who that foul is on. And it's going to go against Brody Lutka, so Lutka is going to pick up his fourth. I think Lutka even was in the area. Well, he was, but they give him the foul. It's his fourth. Bierk will give it to Strem. Strem, Sather, they go left side. Here is Drew Gullickson trying the three. It's no good, and Brody Lutka is going to pull down his third rebound. Lutka's on the run. Lutka kicks it out to Gavin McCarthy. He'll try a three in the corner. It's no good. And a rebound that is saved by Taden Larson, although he throws it away to Sather up the floor to Briar Strem. Strem, little floater off the glass, won't fall. Rebounded by Briar Strem. Now it's a Gage Hendrickson jumper, no good. Brody Lutka is there to pull down the rebound. Cross to Taden Larson. Larson in the paint, can't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Gage Hendrickson. 42-29. Briar Strem coming across. Strem will leave it left side for Bierk, back to Strem. They skip across to Drew Gullickson, now Sather. Here's Strem, they go to Bierk in the corner, and Bierk dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds. Turnover Fertile-Beltrami, their fifth. (42-29). Up the floor comes the Thunderbirds. Jackson to MacArthur. MacArthur out to Anthony Thompson. Thompson off the screen. Thompson spins, now leaves it down low for Brody Lutka, and Lutka is going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line. So Lutka at the line. Fouls on Gage Hendrickson. His first. Team's first of the second half. Lutka's at the line. First chance at the free throw line for Brody Lutka, and the first one is no good. He'll shoot again. Second one on the way. Second free throw for Brody Lutka is good. 42-30, down to a 12-point lead. Briar Strem works into the middle, throws this one away, and this is Taden Larson with the steal and the easy layup. It's 42-32. Up the floor. Bierk will put it on the floor, leaves it for Briar Strem. Strem stops, takes the baseline jumper. That one rolls around, and the rebound is out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbirds. 42-32. Thunderbirds on a 6-0 run to start this second half. The inbound goes out front to Strem. Strem looks around, leaves it up top. Sather, Bierk right side. Bierk back to Sather as they'll swing it back to Strem. Into the corner, here's Gage Hendrickson on the baseline. They left him alone. A nice little dish inside, and Drew Gullickson's got an easy left-handed layup. And they called a foul as well. I didn't really see when the foul occurred. It was a late call. It's Thompson's second at the line as Drew Gullickson shooting a free throw, and that's good. It was a late call. I thought they were already retreating back, but then they stopped and started coming back the other way. 45-32. Here's Ethan Jackson. He'll swing it back to the left. Thompson back to MacArthur. Jackson on the right. Ethan Jackson stops. Now has to get rid of it. Brody Lutka, free throw line, steps inside and had it stripped away. So it'll stay with the Thunderbirds. They'll inbound from their own baseline with 14-16 remaining here in the ball game. Inbound goes to Gavin MacArthur, up top to Anthony Thompson. Thompson's three on the way. That one no good. Rebounded by Gage Hendrickson. It is his 7th rebound. Briar Strem back across half court. Strem waiting out front, directing traffic. Bjerk Strem. They go high post inside, and that one is knocked away, and last touch by Brady Bjerk. It'll be a turnover on the Falcons. Thunderbird basketball. Tayden Larson's on the return. Larson with it out front. Leaves it for Anthony Thompson. Thompson back to Ethan Jackson. Jackson's going to try a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur slid right in there. Plucked that rebound and gets the bucket. 45-34. Sather to Gullickson, back to Sather. Sather steps in and they gets the easy roll as Lutka couldn't do anything defensively, not risking his 5th foul. 47-34. Thompson up top to Tayden Larson. Larson high post, Lutka for MacArthur. MacArthur steps in and is fouled. So MacArthur draws the foul. Foul is on Brady Bjerk. That's his 3rd. Thunderbirds inbound. Connor Hoven comes in for Brady Bjerk. Inbound will go to Anthony Thompson. Corner three. That one won't fall. Rebound. Put back is Brody Lutka, catching and releasing in the air. 47-36. Strem. They look to press, trying to get the trap set. Strem runs right past him. Here comes Briar Strem. Strem down the paint, missed the shot. Rebounded by Brody Lutka. Lutka, baseball pass to Tayden Larson. Larson, bucket, no good. He's fouled and will go to the free throw line. Thunderbirds trying to get their running game going here. Trying to get up and down the floor as Caleb Sather picks up his 3rd. Tayden Larson, first trip to the free throw line here tonight. First one is away. The first one is good for Tayden Larson. Cuts it to 10, 47-37. One more here for Tayden Larson. Boy, the gym gets quiet. Larson to shoot one more. Second one, that one's off the mark. And a rebound, still loose, and we're gonna have a jump ball, and Tayden Larson scrambling on the floor for that one, was able to tie up Caleb Sather, and the possession arrows in favor of the Thunderbirds. 12:35 to play in a 47-37 Falcon lead. Sather coming out. Checked into the game is Brennan Gullickson. Substitutions are brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama, 218-204-0143. So the inbound coming. Inbound goes to Ethan Jackson. Jackson misses the layup though. And Gage Hendrickson is down to the rebound. Play was set up nicely. Jackson just couldn't convert on the free throw on the layup. Strem with it. Gullickson the right side to Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson back as they work back to the left. Lofting back. Inside look, and that pass nearly taken away. Here's Drew Gullickson, and Gullickson reaching over the top of everyone. Scores, it's 49-37. Here's Anthony Thompson. Thompson's gonna airball this one. Brennan Gullickson there for the air ball retrieval. Briar Strem back the other way. Strem, corner, Gullickson, Gage Hendrickson on the baseline, back up top to Strem. Strem, surveying, moves to the left side. Now high post, Gullickson leaves it for Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson bullying his way in, but missed the shot, and then we got players falling down, and Gullickson actually tripped over Ethan Jackson, who had already fallen down. And they're going to say that Jackson tripped him, so the foul called. I think it's on Jackson. That'd be 3 on Ethan Jackson. There was bodies on the floor all over the place. Then the turnover on the Falcons. Here's Tayden Larson. Larson leaves it for Thompson. Thompson has it stolen away in the air by Briar Strem. Here comes Strem back the other way. Excellent defense by Strem. Right side. Hoven back to Strem. They go inside. That's stolen by Brody Lutka. Here comes Lutka. Lutka in a charge. And that's it for Brody Lutka. And boy, that is a tough call to make. But both players were moving. So Brody Lutka will foul out. 10 points and 6 boards. So they give John Clark a warning. He's wondering about the foul. So Lutka's done for the night. And a timeout taken. Time on the floor brought to you by Gordon Construction, Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 49-37, Falcons leading.
The Waubun Education Association would like to wish the best of luck to the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbird teams and wish them the best of luck this season. Proud to cheer on and support the Thunderbird students in the classroom and in all extracurricular activities. Your hard work and dedication make them proud to work with you every day as part of the Waubun-Ogama White Earth School District. Good luck and go Thunderbirds! From all
Oh well. So it'll be Falcon basketball to the break, 49-37, a 12-point lead. Brody Lutka done for the night after the player control foul. Strem goes into the corner. They come back to Drew Gullickson. Gullickson back to Hendrickson, and then Hendrickson back to Gullickson. The ball was loose. So they swing it around to the left side. Here's Gage Hendrickson. Now Drew Gullickson. Gullickson puts it on the floor, and Gullickson lays it up and in. Not much you can do defensively against Drew Gullickson. He moves very well for a big man, and he's able to make those plays. Here's Anthony Thompson. Thompson can't get the shot to fall, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Thunderbirds. 10:42 to play. Inbound goes to Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur up top to Tayden Larson. Larson across to Anthony Thompson. Thompson to Ethan Jackson. Jackson will leave it for MacArthur. Now it's Larson. There's 7 on the shot clock. MacArthur makes a move to the basket, and too hard. Rebounded by Brennan Gullickson. Gullickson to Strem. Strem coming back. 51-37. It's a 14-point Falcon lead. Thunderbirds had it reeled into 10. Now the Falcons back to a 14-point deficit. Inside look. Pass is saved right into the hands. The Thunderbirds across to Tayden Larson. Larson fouled. Going against Briar Strem on a block. So Tayden Larson will go to the line. So it'll be Larson at the line shooting. He's 1 of 2. The free throw line. First one away, that one won't fall. First one no good, he'll shoot again. Second free throw coming for Taden Larson. Second one, that one is good. So makes 1 of 2, 51-38. Strem coming back the other way with 9:59 to play. Strem skips it across to Brennan Gullickson as they work to the right side. Here's Briar Strem. Strem to Gage Hendrickson. Baseline jumper is no good. Rebound. Foul going to be called as Gavin MacArthur contending for that rebound, and Brennan Gullickson's going to pick up his first. Substitutions, Brady Beer, Caleb Sather coming in. Gage Hendrickson sitting down. Hoven sitting down as well. Our substitutions tonight are brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Here's Taden Larson, leaves it up top for Ladanian Rowland. Rowland to Anthony Thompson. Thompson going to take a three. That air balls, but Taden Larson picks up the rebound. Right place, right time for an easy one. 51-40. Strem, top of the key. Use it for Gullickson. Gullickson back to Briar Strem. Strem, high post, Drew Gullickson leaves it out for Bierk. Back out to Strem. Strem's going to try three. I think that one was partially blocked. Sather pulls down a rebound. Three on the way, no good. Rebound for Ethan Jackson. Jackson up the floor to Gavin MacArthur. Couldn't get the roll, but he's fouled and he'll go to the line. So free throws for Gavin MacArthur. Foul going against, I think they got on Brennan Gullickson, which would be his second. MacArthur at the line. 1 of 2. First one is up and good for Gavin MacArthur. 51-41. 10-point ball game. 9 minutes of play. One more, and that one's a miss. And rebounded by Ladanian Rowland. They go left side. Ethan Jackson goes around one. Now in trouble. Takes the baseline jumper. That one won't fall. Rebounded by Drew Gullickson. 10-point game, 51-41. Strem across half court. Sather on the left side, back to Strem. Strem leaves it for Brennan Gullickson, who'll loft a three. That one is no good. It got up off the top of the backboard, so they call it a dead ball. Substitutions, Gage Hendrickson coming in. Sitting down is Brennan Gullickson. Substitutions brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama. Taden Larson will bring it across. Jackson with it. Leaves it up top for Ladanian Rowland. Back to Ethan Jackson. Jackson will just turn and pop a three. That one's no good. And the rebound off of Fertile-Beltrami. It'll stay with the Thunderbirds. Stays with Thunderbirds. They'll have it on their own baseline. Inbound coming. And a timeout first. Timeouts are brought to you by Gordon Construction of Mahnomen. Near Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. 8:19 to play. 51-41. Falcons by 10.
Drywall installation and so much more. Contact Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. 218-204-0143. Corey does drywall work, framing, hanging, tape, texture, and paint. It's superior installation with superior results. Corey Berry with Corey Berry Drywall. Call him today, 218-204-0143. Superior drywall installation from Corey Berry Drywall.
Upgrade your toolbox and tackle any project with the latest from Ada Building Center, LLC. They've added a massive 24-foot Diablo display filled with everything you need, brand new to the store. From circular saw blades to framing blades and metal drilling solutions and diamond cutting concrete blades, Diablo has it all. Need fine finish or general purpose wood blades? High-performance crew driving bits? They've got you covered. Stop by Ada Building Center, LLC, Highway 200 East Edge in Ada, and see the Diablo difference for yourself. Your next project starts here.
(51-41). 10-point lead for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. They've led by as many as 18 in the game. Brody Lutka fouled out of this one already. The inbound goes to Anthony Thompson. Catch release. Didn't get the roll, though. And a rebound down for Gage Hendrickson. Over to Strem. They had it set up nicely. Just didn't get the roll. Here's Strem. Strem, nice head fake. Stops. Now has to get rid of it. He's in a little trouble. Kick it out to Drew Gullickson. Gullickson inside to Gage Hendrickson. Using the size inside. Goes around LaDanian Rowland. Missed the shot, though, and Ethan Jackson is down with his 5th rebound. Over to Taden Larson. Larson leaves it for Ethan Jackson. Jackson shoots the 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Gavin MacArthur. MacArthur, no, couldn't get the shot to fall. And back the other way comes the Falcons. It was a blocked shot. High post Gullickson. Gullickson works his way in, and Drew Gullickson another bucket. 9 in the second half, 16 for the game for Drew Gullickson. Here's Taden Larson firing a jump shot at 2 for Taden Larson. 53-43. Back across, Strem will bring this one. Hold up, lost the dribble. Now they give it to Hendrickson. Back to Strem. Strem swings it over to Bierk. They go left side to Caleb Sather. Sather back out to Bierk as they go back to Strem. Now into Gullickson high post. Gage, that is a charge on Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson picks up his 2nd. Be a charge turnover as well. Gage Jackson coming in for the Thunderbirds. LaDanian Rowland will sit down. 53-43, Falcons by 10. Thunderbirds have not been able to get it under 10 here. Had opportunities, just can't quite get it there. Here's Gavin MacArthur, high post, went right through Gage Jackson's hands. Turnover number 14. Back with it is Briar Strem. Strem swings it over to Bierk. Bierk inside to Drew Gullickson to Sather. Sather is blocked by Ethan Jackson, and it's a race for the basketball, and it's a turnover. Now over to Anthony Thompson. Thompson stop, pop the 3, can't get it to fall. Drew Gullickson down to the rebound. 6:18 to play. And they were resetting the shot clock. So they'll inbound from the near sideline. (53-43), Falcons by 10. And Sather will inbound from the near sideline. Briar Strem will have the basketball. Strem working on the left side to Sather in the corner, back out to Strem. Strem back to Sather, corner 3 on the way is good for Caleb Sather. They left him alone, dared him to shoot, and then he made it. Works to the left side, here's Ethan Jackson. Jackson back to Taden Larson. Larson do nice look, and Anthony Thompson cutting on the baseline scores. 56-45. 5:37 to play. They look to the top side. Bierk to Strem. Now high post down to Drew Gullickson, and his shot is blocked. They call a foul. That'll go against Ethan Jackson. That'll be his 4th. So Jackson picks up his 4th. At the line is Drew Gullickson. 1-of-1 from the line. Shooting 2, makes the first one for Drew Gullickson. 17 for Drew Gullickson. Taden Larson coming out. Tommy Phillips coming in. No. Actually, it's Gage Jackson coming out. Tommy Phillips coming in. Our substitutions brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall, 218-204-0143. Next free throw coming for Drew Gullickson. Second one is up and good. Made them both. 58-45, a 13-point Falcon lead with 5:25 to go. Phillips for MacArthur. MacArthur out to Taden Larson. Larson to Jackson. Jackson will leave it over for MacArthur. MacArthur drives, can't get the layup. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson, too hard. Rebounded by Drew Gullickson. Thunderbirds just can't get the easy ones to fall tonight. Here's Briar Strem on the drive. Leaves it for Gage Hendrickson. Hendrickson steps inside, and Gage Hendrickson, a bucket. His first bucket of the second half. He's got 17. Gavin MacArthur back out to Tommy Phillips. Phillips to Thompson, 60-45. Back to Anthony Thompson. Thompson, pull-up jumper is no good. Rebounded by Gage Hendrickson, and Hendrickson throws it away. Hendrickson turned and thought that Strem was coming up the sideline. And Strem just hadn't released yet. 60-45. Larson to Jackson. Here's Ethan Jackson driving and left that one well short. And the rebound picked up by Ethan Jackson. And then Jackson puts the shot up. That one doesn't fall. Drew Gullickson gets the next board. He's got 8 boards. Actually 9 boards. Correction, here's Strem. Leaves it for Caleb Sather. Sather leaves it short. Rebound by Drew Gullickson. Gullickson just kind of steps in. Does whatever he needs to do. And a timeout on the floor. Timeout taken. Brought to you by Gordon Construction. Your Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard 62-45. Falcons leading 4 minutes to play. We're back after this.
What's going on today? I've got a planter in the shop, and I had the guys from Agassiz Precision Ag come over and do an inspection.
You upgrading systems, or are you working on maintenance?
Both, actually. We walked some fields last summer and found areas where we can improve. So we are installing Delta Force and some new opening discs.
Yeah, I bet we're in the same boat. I should give them a call.
Yep, they will come out and look over the planter with you and put a plan together. They are the guys I go to for answers.
Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
62-45, a 17-point lead for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons as they've kind of opened things up. The Thunderbirds have had it to 10 multiple times here. Just can't get over the hump, and the Falcons have done an excellent job of working the ball inside here as this second half has gone on. Phillips with the basketball with Anthony Thompson. Thompson forces up a 3 and is fouled on it. Well, maybe they say it was a 2. Brady Bierk will get the foul. That's his 4th. So a couple here for Anthony Thompson. First one's up and good. Another one coming. Second one is good for Anthony Thompson. So he makes them both. Full court pressure here by the Thunderbirds. Strem looking for a little help, lost the dribble. Over to Drew Gullickson, up the floor to Sather. They break the press. Here comes Sather. Lofts it, and the shot is no good, and the rebound is somehow saved by Caleb Sather, and then Drew Gullickson gets it inside. Excellent job by Caleb Sather to save that basketball. 64-47. Thompson to Ethan Jackson. Jackson to Gavin MacArthur, misses the layup, pushed from behind by Caleb Sather. 4th personal on Sather. So that'll send Gavin MacArthur to the line with 3:24 to go. So Gavin MacArthur at the line, he's 2 of 4. First one is up and got the roll, goes in. 64-48. One more here for Gavin MacArthur. Second free throw, that one is no good, and Drew Gullickson is there for the rebound. He's got 11 boards, a double-double for Gullickson. Full court press, Strem's gonna break it himself. Strem gets it across, 3:13 to go. Bierk back to Strem. Falcons just looking for a good shot. Pass tipped in the air, Gullickson's able to get it. Now Gullickson kicks it out to Briar Strem, head fake. Had it tipped from behind, and then the ball is knocked loose, almost turned over. Falcons get the possession, and then they dish to Gage Hendrickson, and Hendrickson scores. Falcons are getting the breaks here. Here's Anthony Thompson, drives, and is fouled. So a foul called. One goes on Gage Hendrickson, that'll be his third. So 2 here for Anthony Thompson. Thompson with 16 tonight. Makes the first one. One more here for Anthony Thompson, 66-49. 2:48 to play. Second free throw is good for Anthony Thompson. 66-50. Strem up ahead to Caleb Sather. Sather holding up, back out to Strem. 2:39, Strem off the screen. Comes to the right side, going to bring it back up top now, stops, leaves it for Hendrickson on the baseline, and they go underneath, and a foul called. It's Caleb Sather going to the basket. Foul is on Tommy Phillips, that'll be his first. Caleb Sather at the line. First trip to the free throw line here tonight. His first one is away, and it's good. He'll shoot again. Second free throw on the way. Second one away, won't fall. Rebounded by Ethan Jackson. Jackson with 8 boards. Ahead to Tommy Phillips. Phillips leaves it up top for Taden Larson. Larson's 3 is on the way, that's no good. Rebounded by Anthony Thompson. Thompson brings it back. Fall away from the free throw line is good. Thompson at the free throw line drains it, 67-52. Here comes Strem back the other way. Strem through traffic, throws this one away. Turnover on the Falcons. Maybe got sped up just a little bit more there with the press on. 67-52. 2:07 to play. Tommy Phillips across half court. Phillips, backdoor cut for Anthony Thompson, but missed the layup, and the rebound comes down to Caleb Sather. Heard the footsteps of Drew Gullickson on the inside, which would scare most people. Gullickson pulls down the pass in the middle. Dishes for Gage Hendrickson. Baseline jumper is no good, and he got his own rebound and then misses the putback. Caleb Sather is there for the next rebound. 140, and Neil Steffes says, just slow down and hold on to the basketball. Can we do that? So now they'll work around the outside. 9 on the shot clock, and here comes Briar Strem. Lost the handle, has to come back out. Sather on the baseline. Sather can't get the shot, and it's a missed shot, and Ethan Jackson. And then a turnover by the Thunderbirds. Back the other way. Sather, 1:14 to play. Briar Strem has it poked away by Taden Larson, and now a foul going to be called. It's Taden Larson trying to get a steal. So it will be free throws for Briar Strem, who is exhausted. He's played the whole game, has not had a break. So at the line is Briar Strem. Substitutions. Drayton Tibbetts, Gage Hendrickson, Blair Heisler, Maceo Murray all coming in. Tommy Phillips is the one to stay out there. 1:05, our substitutions brought to you by Corey Berry Drywall of Ogama. Quality drywall services from Corey Berry Drywall. Substitutions for the Falcons, Easton Fredericks coming in. Brennan Gullickson coming in. 1:05 to play. Guy Steeney came in. And also in is Kane Oisted. So Briar Strem to shoot. And misses the first one. Rebound comes down to Brennan Gullickson. And a substitution here. Connor Hoven will come in for Briar Strem. 1 minute to play. Falcons leading 67-52. So the inbound coming. I think they're trying to adjust the, I don't really know what they're adjusting. Shot clock maybe? Maybe. We're definitely, okay. Now they'll adjust the shot clock to 17. One minute to play. Stick around, we'll get the post-game report coming up. Gullickson with the basketball, under a minute. Go right side, this is Easton Fredericks as they work around the left. Back to Gullickson. Gullickson, right side, right through the hands of Kane Oisted. Turnover 15 on the Falcons. Both teams have turned the ball over 15 times. So Gullickson, no. Connor Hoven, Gullickson both coming out. 49 seconds, Maceo Murray will bring it across. Here's Maceo Murray, tries a three, it's no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Ian Steeney gets the board. Other end, leave it on the baseline, that is good. Back the other way, here is Drayton Tibbetts and a foul. So the Falcons are going to move to 13-1 on the season. Drayton Tibbetts is going to the line. And he misses the first one. He'll shoot again. Second free throw up and good for Drayton Tibbetts. 69-53, 20 seconds to play. Kane Oisted leaves it on the left side. Back to Oisted as they go to the right side. Now this is Fredericks. Inside look, back to Fredericks. Fredericks through the paint, and Easton Fredericks for two. 71-53, 5 seconds to play. Tommy Phillips is just gonna retreat to the corner and let this one out. The Falcons are coming away with a win. 71-53, the final tonight. Fertile-Beltrami moves to 13-1. Mahnomen-Waubun drops to 9-6. Your post-game report on the way. We will talk to the coaches, give our award presentations, and give you all the numbers. Final tonight, high school boys basketball. Fertile-Beltrami over Mahnomen-Waubun. 71-53. You heard it, you saw it. Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
All Works Underground Utilities LLC specializes in directional boring and plowing of underground utilities. Contact Dylan Stevens, 218-261-3090. Power lines, communications, water and sewer lines. Allworks LLC can get the job done. Allworks LLC works with residential and construction contractors in Minnesota and North Dakota. Contact Dylan Stevens with Allworks LLC, 218-261-3090.
Marijuana is now legal for people aged 21 and older.
I always tell my younger patients that using marijuana while you're young can hurt how your brain grows. It can harm learning, memory, and attention.
And they need to know that the use of marijuana is illegal for anyone under the age of 21. That means it's age restricted, just like using alcohol, tobacco. That means you have to be 21 or older to use it.
Be a team player. Talk to your kids. This message was paid for by the Cannabis and Substance Use Prevention Grant.
Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is proud to be your hometown grocery store. Featuring everyday low prices store-wide, make sure to check out their weekly sales flyer and don't miss out on the savings. They've got a great produce department, meat department, bakery, and so much more. It's easy to find low prices when you're shopping at Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen. Proud to be your hometown grocery store with everyday low prices. It's Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
When it comes to banking, trust the team that's always in your corner. At First State Bank of Kelliher and Big Fork, we're proud to serve our communities with personalized service, local decision-making, and the financial solutions you need to succeed. Whether you're saving for the future, growing your business, or buying a new home, we're here to help every step of the way. Visit us in Kelliher or Big Fork and explore our vast banking options and products. First State Bank of Kelliher and Big Fork, hometown banking at its best since 1912.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Post-game report tonight brought to you by Kurt Fillion. He is your wealth advisor for Friends and Investment Services. You can contact Kurt Fillion by dialing 218-230-2822 or email him at kurt.fillion@fransandinvestment.com. Well, tonight our TDS Fertilizer game summary, the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons with the victory. They just they came out and played pretty solid from start to finish, as they got things going in the first half. After kind of a back and forth battle, the Falcons were able to build a 18-point lead. Mahnomen-Waubun cut into it. It'd be 16 at the half at 42-26. Actually 14 at the half. Second half, it would be Mahnomen-Waubun coming back. They'd cut that lead down to 10. Fertile-Beltrami had built it back. Mahnomen-Waubun had come back, cut it to 10, but they could never quite get it over that hump. They could never get it under 10. Falcons come away with the win here tonight. 71-53 there, 13-1 on the season. Mahnomen-Waubun drops to 9-6. Your game summary is brought to you by TDS Fertilizer and Trucking, part of your Kurt Fillion Wealth Advisor with Friends and Investment Services post-game report. We'll take a break, come back, we'll name our stars of the game. That comes our way next. Post-game report continues after this on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Embrace the joy of community at Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted, where wonderful neighbors and energetic minds come together. If you're seeking more than just a place to call home, you found the right spot with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House. Whether you're interested in music, agriculture, sports, or dancing, you'll find someone who shares your passion and expertise. Discover a fulfilling lifestyle filled with connection and celebration with Halsted Living Center and Heritage House in Halsted. Get more information by calling 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Stars of the game tonight brought to you by Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. You can check them out online at visitpinehurstmn.com. Tonight, stars from Mahnomen-Waubun. I named Gavin MacArthur a star. I thought he played well here tonight. Just a solid performance again for the Thunderbirds. Fertile-Beltrami, 3-star. Gage Hendrickson, 19 points, 10 boards. He's a force, and he just shoots the ball so well. Briar Strem, who really, he didn't take a break at all except for about the last minute when he got subbed out. He was up and down the floor. And then Drew Gullickson, again, just tough inside, tough to contend with, played real well here tonight. So congratulations to our stars of the game. They're brought to you by Pinehurst Resort in beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. www.visitpinehurstmn.com. We'll go to a break. We'll come back. More to come. Post-game report continues after this on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Are you confident in your financial future? This is Kurt Fillion, Wealth Advisor with Franzen Investment Services. We help you create a personalized plan that aligns with your goals, whether it's saving for retirement, funding education, or building wealth. It's not just about numbers, it's about your life. Let's work together to build a strategy that grows with you. Call today for a complimentary consultation. 218-415-7139. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, and SIPC.
Thank you. Post-game report continuing. We got the head coach of the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds, John Clark Jr., joining us here following the loss to Fertile-Beltrami on Tuesday night. Tough loss for the guys tonight, Rays. It just seemed like offensively played maybe a little bit timid and just tonight couldn't get those easy shots to fall when you needed them to kind of push you over the hump tonight. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, when you're playing a team as good and talented as Fertile, yeah, you can't have those lulls. And, I think we had 3 or 4 or 5 minute lulls, and that was the game. The start of the game was not good for us. Got in a hole right away and just couldn't dig out of it. I like what I saw in the second half, though, Sean. We played with them every bit. Like you said, we had a little run there. We cut it to 10, and I think we missed about 3 or 4 layups in a row. And, we make those, and all of a sudden it's a different game. So, but, Fertile's not going to beat themselves, and you got to make plays and make shots, and unfortunately we didn't do that tonight.
And it hurt. You had Brody Lutka in foul trouble pretty much from the get-go, and he's a guy that you kind of need on the floor.
Well, he's a difference maker for us, absolutely. And, yeah, like you said, he didn't get to play much tonight with foul trouble. So, that happens. You got to learn from that and try to play a little smarter. But, he's giving up quite a bit of size to those guys and just battling. And, we need him, absolutely. But other kids got to step up, too. And we're learning still. But, like I said, I'm disappointed, obviously, in the loss, but I like what I saw out of our team in the second half. I thought we played well. We just didn't shoot it very well.
Yeah, and some resiliency in that second half. And I thought when your guys got out and kind of pushed the tempo a little bit, I thought they seemed a lot more comfortable, because when the tempo slowed down, it just didn't seem like they were taking good shots.
No, we forced a little bit and pressed, and that's what happens when you get down early like we did. And, Fertile come out red hot and was making everything to start the game, and that wears on you, and you got to come down and try to match them, and that's not our style. I thought when we moved the ball and had good ball movement, player movement, I thought we got good shots. We settled for a lot the first half. I thought the second half we did a much better job of getting shots and creating shots. We weren't able to make them.
You got Lake Park Ottoman coming up Thursday night. That again, another tough ball game there. Should be another battle for you.
Absolutely, it should. Probably 2 pretty evenly matched teams, and had a pretty good game the first go around. So, got to learn from this one and then flush it and get on to Thursday.
Well, I'm sure a little film session, a little chance of practice maybe won't be such a bad deal.
Well, practice would be nice, but we might take a little field trip tomorrow, Sean. So a little team bonding and maybe a short practice, and then get these guys together, go have some fun and be around each other, and maybe watch basketball.
Field trips are fun.
Sometimes, so we'll see. That's the plan for right now. And, we're going to go watch Fergus Falls Spartan Community College game tomorrow night, okay. I believe. So hopefully they'll learn something from those boys.
All right. Well, Rays, I appreciate you coming up here, and we'll see you on Thursday night.
All right, Sean. Thank you.
You bet. John Clark Jr., head coach of the Thunderbirds, joining us here following the loss to Fertile-Beltrami. We'll take time out, come back. Neil Steffes will join us next as our post-game report that is brought to you by Friends and Investment Services, and Kurt Fillion, your wealth advisor, continues after this. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair. Well, let's talk about our Wild Rice Electric Power Performer of the game, brought to you by Wild Rice Electric. Hear the energy, be the power. And tonight, Briar Strem is our Wild Rice Electric Power Performer of the game. Excellent performance tonight, 17 points, 3 boards. No breaks tonight for Strem as he went solid the whole night long. So congratulations to Briar Strem. He's our Wild Rice Electric Power Performer of the game. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll come back. We'll have our our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and of course, Neil Steffes in the stats. That comes your way next. Post-game report continues after this.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Enbridge Energy Player of the Game presented to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy with Enbridge. Tonight it is Gage Hendrickson, 19 points, 10 boards. Solid performance for him. Congratulations to Gage Hendrickson, is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game presented to you by Enbridge. Well, we got the head coach of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, Neil Steffes, joining us here following the victory over the Mahnomen-Waubun Thunderbirds. Neil, a good game for your guys. You know what, on the road, solid performance tonight. Your thoughts after this one?
Yeah, you know, anytime you can come here, and you know, I've been doing this a long time, and this place is hard to play at when you come to Mahnomen. And you know, I was a little nervous being down, you know, 2 starters essentially, and I was a little nervous on how we performed, but you know, we did a lot of good things. We also have a lot of things we need to work on too as well. But overall, you know, Briar got us off to a really quick start, good start in the first half, and then Briar and Gage really, I thought, performed well in the first half, and then second half, you know, Drew finally came on a little bit and, you know, kind of took over the game in the second half.
You know, and it seemed like in that second half, I mean, your post players were the way it was going to go, and that was the key in that second half, because Mahnomen-Waubun made a couple of runs, cut the lead down, but it seemed like your post players had an answer each time.
Yeah, we did. You know, we finally got it in, and our posts were maybe a little more active, and they went to that 1-2-2, which made the middle a little more open for our posts, and we took advantage of that. And then when we needed to, you know, we got a couple big threes in the second half when they kind of got it down to 10, and then you know, and them not having Latka, him falling out early, kind of helped those posts too as well.
Well, you know, it's a nice win. It's a section win, a conference win. I mean, and the fact that you're down some starters, I mean, this is kind of even for a 12-1 team, this is a confidence boost to know that they can come out and play without those guys on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, and we've said it, you know, when we lost Preston and now Steven was gone, somebody else just has to step up. And you know, Brady hit a 3 there, big 3 to start at the beginning of the game, and he was able to defend and get some rebounds. And I thought Connor Hoven came in and played well. We had to, you know, Brendan hasn't played a whole lot on varsity. We had to throw him in the fire, and you know, they just have to go in and, like I always say, when you go in like that, just don't screw up things, turn the ball over, play defense. I don't care if you score, but just don't do things that are going to hurt the team. And I thought, you know, Brennan and Connor came in and didn't do that. You know, they had a couple moments, but overall they were solid enough to give guys a blow here and there, and you know, help us get the win.
Couple big games left this week. Should be a couple of tough matchups coming up.
Yeah, we got Bagley on Thursday. You know, they're having a season, better season for them. They got like 9 wins, I think, and so they've been playing some pretty good basketball, getting some of these wins. So that's going to be no easy task. And then on Friday, you know, we're going to kind of see where we're at. Cherry comes to Fertile, and you know, they're one of the top teams in the state. So we'll get a taste of that, and you know, hopefully we can compete with them, and you know, it'll be a fun matchup, a fun game, and you know, give us an idea of, you know, where we're at and what we really need to work on if we want to play with some of the better teams in the state of Minnesota.
Well, it should be a fun couple games. We got games on the broadcast coming up, so Neil, we'll look forward to seeing the guys back in action again. Congratulations on the win here tonight.
Thanks a lot.
You bet. Neil Steffes, head coach of the Falcons, joining us here following the victory over Mahnomen-Waubun.
Thanks a lot.
You bet. Thanks, Neil.
Are you coming to the Friday?
Yep, we'll be there. So,
well, I don't know if you'll be there, but
one of us. Yep.
All right, we'll talk.
Sounds good. Thanks, Neil. Well, we'll get into the numbers here tonight. We'll start with Mahnomen-Waubun. They are led in scoring tonight by Anthony Thompson, 20 points at 3 boards tonight. Brody Lutka, 10 points, 6 boards. Dayton Larson, 8.6 boards. Gavin MacArthur, 7 points, 4 boards. Tommy Phillips hit a 3 for 3 points. Ethan Jackson, 4 points, 9 boards. Drayton Tibbetts had a point. Mahnomen-Waubun, 17 of 25 from the line, 31 rebounds, 15 turnovers. They fall to 9 and 6. Fertile-Beltrami, they're led by Drew Gullickson, 22 points, 11 boards. Gage Hendrickson, 19 points, 10 boards. Briar Strem, 17 points, 3 boards. Easton Fredericks, 2 points here tonight. Caleb Sather, 6 points, 6 boards. Brady Bierk with 3 points tonight. Fertile-Beltrami, 9 of 15 from the line, 36 rebounds, 15 turnovers. They're 13 and 1. That'll do it for the broadcast. Thanks to all the sponsors that make it possible. Please patronize the advertisers that you heard and seen throughout the broadcast. Thanks to Aaron Gunther, my Your Live event engineer for the evening. Final score tonight: Fertile-Beltrami over Mahnomen-Waubun boys basketball, 71-53. From the Mahnomen High School Gymnasium on Gold 101.5, I'm Sean Bierk. Have a great night, everybody.